Alright, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to talk about not waiting till you are perfect to start your life. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video today.
If you wait to be perfect before you start, you may never start. Excellence is a process. It happens when you do your best over and over again. You don't have to be perfect to begin. You don't have to be perfect to appreciate yourself. You don't even have to be perfect to be loved or to love.
Alright, guys, so doing my videos a little bit differently now, but yeah, like I was talking about, what I wanted to talk about today was, do you feel like you are waiting till you're perfect to start what you want to start? Now, I know I talked about this topic before, but I felt really inspired today talking about this because there's a lot of other stuff that I didn't bring up when I was talking about it. So the biggest thing that I look at, is when I was trying to be perfect, was it was money. Money was the biggest thing for me. So my thing was I have to make 3 times more than all my bills, and once I do that, then I'm perfect. And then I can slack off a little bit. I can buy myself a shirt. I can start a little side business. I can go on a trip. Not realizing that I was holding off on the fun part of life, which is actually enjoying it, and that was getting to me more when I started living. When me and my wife started living together, because I wanted to go on dates, but I kept telling myself I can't because I don't have enough money, and I was pushing off that happiness, and it was horrible. My wife would tell me the exact same thing. I can't go to school until we have this set up perfectly, and whenever she would say that, it made me feel bad because I want to be able to help. And the biggest thing that helped me was just praying. I prayed so much for the position that I have right now and being able to work from home. I was able to finally get it, and then my wife finally decided, you know what, let's go, because you're working from home. You can get the kids. I can go to school full time and I can finish twice as fast. And I said, yeah, exactly, do it. And I understand her perspective more than I understand mine. There was no reason for me to wait, but now it's like I'm not waiting to enjoy the little things. Every now and then, even though I'm on a diet, every now and then I'll get a little snack, because it says don't wait till you be perfect to enjoy the things that you want. And as much as I want to be like a good body, I love snacks. And of course, that's just one of those things that I compromise with. right, guys, like I was talking about earlier, I feel like the pressure of trying to be perfect before you're ready also comes from school. I know that my school really hammered down going to college or going to work right away. And mind me, I've been working since I was like 12 or 13. Even when I was in elementary, I was selling candies. I was always trying to find a way to make a little extra. And after a while, you start realizing that no matter how much you try, you're perfect just the way that you are. Whether you have millions of dollars, whether you have negative 20 cents in your account, whether you owe money to so many credit cards, whether you haven't finished school or you haven't gone back, whether you're tall, short, I mean, waiting until you're perfect is never going to be what truly matters. It's always going to be an excuse for you not to let yourself be happy. I heard this TikTok the other day talking about, I think his name is Ben Trauma Corner, and he talks about what is your well, how do you know what happiness is? Well, first he says, I want to be happy, and then himself, he's talking to himself in second person. Do you know what happiness is? And he says, no, I don't know. Then he says, well, let me give you an example. What if you had no work? Um, you didn't have didn't have work for a whole week. There wasn't a care because all your bills were paid. You also had extra money in your account. What would you do? And he said, well, honestly, the first thing that I would want to do is I would want to wake up a little later than normal, go out for a walk, listen to everything that's happening in the world, get a coffee, and just go to the lake. And after he was given his situation of his happiness, he saw, you do know what happiness is, but I noticed that you didn't talk about money. He says, your happiness, and I said, there's no problem with money in the bank. You didn't talk about going on a trip. You didn't talk about spending all this excessive amount of money, but you know what happiness is, and you're the only one stopping you from your happiness. Um, it's it's crazy how people think that they have to get to a certain goal before they can start doing it for themselves. And I mean, of course, we think that when we're younger, because that's where all we're taught, that our parents are working nonstop so that they can take care of us. But give yourself a little extra. Do a little extra. You're perfect the way that you are, and you don't have to try to impress anybody. Just be there for yourself. Putting too much pressure on yourself is just gonna stress you out. You're gonna get older faster, gray hairs, crow's feet on your near your eyes. You're gonna feel weak. Your back's gonna hurt. There's so many things that can stop you from enjoying your life. But once you start living, you start feeling like this weight is lifted off of you, and that you just feel good. And there's nothing wrong with feeling good. If you feel good, everyone around you feels good. But don't worry about everyone else. Just know that that's one of the side effects of feeling good. Alright, guys, so that is going to be the last clip for today. I just want to recap one more time that even though we look at it a lot of different ways, whether it's making enough money, whether it's looking a certain way, whether it's feeling a certain way, you are perfect just the way that you are, and you are your own worst enemy. So no matter how much you tell yourself that you're not good enough, you're not ready, just don't listen to that voice. It's so sad how much potential a lot of people have, and they just constantly put themselves down like they can't do it. I wish that I was more confident when I was younger, and it was more confident about, well, for my situation, it was money. But I always felt like I had a very confident personality. I felt like I was all that, but I mean, I came from sales, so you have to know that you're good to know that you're going to make it in sales. So I kind of like built myself around that for years and years and years, and when I got really good, it's just something that stuck with me as a trait, and now I knock myself down whenever I'm feeling too confident. But trust me, you're perfect just the way that you are. You don't need to wait. If you keep waiting, you're just gonna postpone the inevitable. Where you're gonna be happy. What are you gonna do? Wait till you're 60 years old, and we were hopefully by the time we're 60 or maybe even 70 when we have to retire, or even 80 now because of how inflation works. Are you gonna try to enjoy your life where you can barely move, you need a cane for everything, and can't go to certain places? No, just work hard as much as you can and give yourself a vacation every couple of months. Take an extra Friday, look for those holidays, and then take an extra day with it. I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen? You smile, you laugh. Trust me, it's worth it to give yourself a little extra every now and then. I don't mean go crazy and just waste the rest of your life, but give yourself a little extra. Don't wait till you're perfect or where you need to be or have everything that you need for you to enjoy life. Being perfect all around is just feeling good, knowing what you're doing is right, and just keep doing you. I wish I wish someone would have told me this a long time ago, but I'm gonna make sure my kids know it. I'm gonna make sure their kids know it. So if you guys like the video, the long content, I appreciate if you guys give me a follow, like, share the video with someone who may be going through the same things. If you want to reach out to me, send me a message. If you just want to talk, I'm an open ear. Me and my wife have constantly been counselors for ourselves and for church. So if you guys would want to, it's all up to you. But I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. God bless you guys, and we will see you on the next one.